The transport shuttle smelled like recycled air and fear. Anna Reyes pressed her face against the small window and watched Station Harmony 7 grow larger. It was the biggest thing she had ever seen, a city floating in space. Somewhere inside that metal giant, her new life waited. She was 19 years old. She owned one bag. She had never left her mining colony until 3 weeks ago. The shuttle docked with a gentle thump. Anna grabbed her bag and walked into the receiving bay with 20 other new cadets. Most of them were aliens, tall ones, short ones, some with scales, some with feathers, some with too many eyes. Anna was the only human in the group. A mechanical voice directed her to Barracks Wing 14. She followed the signs through endless corridors until she found her room. It was small, 2 beds, 1 window showing stars. Her roommate was already there, a small blue creature with large eyes and webbed hands. She looked like a frog that had learned to walk upright. "I am Pip," the creature said in a nervous voice. "You are the human." "On it." "I heard about humans. You come from a death world, very scary." Anna sat on her bed. "Earth is not so bad, my colony was worse." Pip's big eyes got bigger. "Worse than a death world." "Mining colony, thin air, cave-ins, acid rain on Tuesdays." Pip made a sound like a wet hiccup. Anna guessed it was a laugh. That evening, Anna went to the dining hall for her first meal. The room was huge and filled with hundreds of cadets from dozens of species. She got her food from a machine that scanned her biology and gave her something that looked like gray paste. It tasted like nothing. She found an empty table and sat down. That was her first mistake. A shadow fell over her. Anna looked up and up and up. The alien standing over her was 8 feet tall. He had green scales, a flat face with no nose, and 4 arms. His eyes were yellow with black slits. He wore his uniform like he owned it. "You are sitting at my table," he said. His voice was deep and cold. Anna looked around. The table was empty except for her. "I did not see your name on it." Other cadets nearby went quiet. They were watching. The big alien leaned down. "I am Gerst, of the Drakari. My family has produced admirals for 6 generations, and you are a human, a soft little prey animal from a soft little world." Anna took a bite of her gray paste. "Okay." Gerst blinked. He had expected. "Fear or anger, not okay." "You do not belong here," he said louder. "Humans only joined the coalition because you needed protection. You are weak. You will fail. You will run home crying to your ugly little planet." Anna swallowed her food. "Is that all?" Gerst's 4 hands curled into fists. For a moment, Anna thought he might hit her right there. But there were too many witnesses, too many instructors watching. He smiled instead. It was not a nice smile. "We will see, little human, we will see." He walked away. The noise in the dining hall slowly returned. Pip appeared next to Anna, carrying her own tray. "That was Gerst. He is very dangerous. He has already made 2 cadets transfer out of the academy. They could not take his attention." "What does he do?" "Everything. He breaks things. He spreads lies. He makes life impossible. And no one stops him because his family is powerful." Anna finished her paste. "He does not scare me." "He should. He really should." The next morning was the first combat assessment. All new cadets had to show what their species could do in a fight. Anna stood in line and watched aliens demonstrate incredible abilities. One could turn invisible. One could shoot electricity from his hands. One could lift a hovercar over her head. Then it was Anna's turn. She walked to the center of the training hall. 100 cadets watched from the seats above. Gerst was in the front row with his friends. "Cadet Reyes," the instructor said. He was an old insectoid with 6 legs and compound eyes. "Please demonstrate your species' natural combat abilities." Anna stood there. She had no claws, no venom, no armor, no special powers. Gerst started laughing. It was a loud, ugly sound that echoed through the hall. "What will the little human do?" he shouted. "Sweat on us, cry at us. Maybe she will bleed on her enemies until they feel bad." Other cadets laughed too, not all of them, but enough. Anna looked at the instructor. How long do I have? As long as you need. Anna nodded, then she dropped to the floor and started doing push-ups. The laughter got louder, but Anna kept going. 10, 20, 50, 100. Some cadets stopped laughing. Anna kept going. 200, 300. The hall went quiet. Anna kept going. Her arms burned. Her muscles screamed. Sweat dripped onto the floor. But she had grown up in mines where the air was thin and the work never stopped. She had carried rocks since she was 8 years old. Pain was just a feeling. Feelings could be ignored. 500 push-ups, then she stood up. She was breathing hard, but she was standing. The instructor looked at her for a long moment. Humans, he said slowly, are persistence predators. They do not stop. They do not quit. They keep going until their prey falls down dead from exhaustion. He paused. Interesting. Anna walked back to her seat. Gerst was not laughing anymore. 3 weeks passed. Gerst did not forget. Anna woke one morning to find her uniform in pieces. Someone had cut it with a blade during the night. She could not prove who did it, but she knew. She sewed it back together with emergency thread from her bag. She made it to morning formation with 10 seconds to spare. Gerst watched her arrive. His yellow eyes showed nothing. The harassment continued. Small things at first. Her food tray knocked from her hands in the dining hall. Her name written on bathroom walls with ugly words. Her assignments mysteriously deleted from the academy computer. Then bigger things, her equipment damaged before training. False reports filed against her. Rumors spread that humans had bribed their way into the coalition. Other cadets avoided her. Nobody wanted trouble with a Drakari from a powerful family. Pip stayed loyal. The small blue alien followed Anna like a shadow. You should report him, Pip said one night. Tell the instructors. Would it matter? Pip did not answer. They both knew the truth. Anna started her own campaign, not revenge, preparation. She downloaded every file she could find about Drakari biology. She learned that they had weak points where their scales met. She learned that their 4 arms shared nerve connections. Hit one arm in the right spot, and all 4 would go numb. She studied recordings of Gerst's training fights. He was strong and fast, but he was also predictable. He always attacked first. He always went for quick wins. He had never faced someone who could survive his opening assault. Anna started training after hours. She ran the maintenance corridors when everyone else slept. She practiced combat moves in empty cargo holds. She did pull-ups until her hands bled, and then she kept going. One day, Gerst cornered her in the equipment room. His 3 friends blocked the door. Anna was alone. You think you are clever, Gerst said. He walked toward her. Slowly, you think you can embarrass me with your little tricks, push-ups, surviving, making me look bad. Anna said nothing. She watched his hands. Let me tell you something, human. Gerst stopped 2 feet away from her. He was so big that Anna had to tilt her head back to see his face. My brother was killed by a human, a mercenary, shot him in the back during a border fight. He was 20 years old. Anna felt something shift. This was not just bullying. This was hate, real hate, old hate. I am sorry about your brother, she said. Gerst grabbed her collar and lifted her off the ground. Her feet dangled in the air. I do not want your sorry. I want you gone. All humans gone. You are mistakes, accidents of evolution, and one day the galaxy will clean itself of your kind. He threw her against the wall. Anna hit hard and fell to the floor. Pain exploded in her shoulder. Gerst and his friends walked out. The door closed behind them. Anna lay there for a long moment. Then she got up. Her shoulder was bruised, maybe sprained. She could still move it. She went back to her room. Pip saw her holding her arm and made a frightened sound. What happened? Nothing, Anna said. Just training. That night, Anna sat in her bed and thought about home. She remembered the mining tunnels, the darkness, the weight of rock above her head. She had been 12 when the first cave-in happened. Her father had pushed her into a side tunnel just before the ceiling fell. She survived. He did not. 2 years later, another tunnel collapsed. This time Anna was trapped alone, 3 days in complete darkness. No food, little water, just the sound of her own breathing and the slow drip of water somewhere far away. She learned something in that darkness. Fear was a choice. Panic was a choice. She could choose to be afraid, or she could choose to breathe, count to 4, wait for help. Help came, it always came. You just had to survive long enough. The next day, Training Master Delos called Anna to his office. The old insectid sat behind his desk and studied her with his many eyes. "You have not filed any complaints," he said. "Why?" "Would it matter?" Anna asked again. Delos clicked his mandibles. "Perhaps not, but I am curious. You are being targeted, everyone sees it, yet you do nothing." Anna thought about her answer. "On my colony we had a saying, the rock does not announce the cave-in, it just falls." "What does that mean?" "It means I am not interested in announcements." Delos was quiet for a long moment. Then he made a sound that might have been a laugh. "Humans are strange creatures. I begin to understand why the Coalition wanted you." That evening, a station-wide announcement played. The quarterly Crucible Challenge was coming. Teams of cadets would compete in tests of combat, endurance, intelligence, and leadership. But there was a special addition this time. Any cadet could challenge another to a one-on-one competition. Winner takes honor, loser takes shame. Anna knew what would happen before it happened. The next morning, Gerst stood in the dining hall and spoke loud enough for everyone to hear. "I challenge any human who thinks they belong here to face me in the Crucible." Every head turned to look at Anna. Before she could respond, a small blue hand shot into the air. "She accepts," Pip said. The dining hall erupted. Anna stared at her roommate. Pip was shaking with fear, but she did not lower her hand. "Someone had to," Pip whispered. "Someone finally had to." News of the challenge spread across the station like fire. Everyone wanted to see what would happen. The big Drakari against the small human, most expected blood. Betting pools formed within hours. The odds were 40-1 against Anna. Some cadets bet on how quickly she would lose. Others bet on how badly she would be injured. Anna ignored all of it. She had 2 weeks to prepare. Training Master Delos explained the rules. The Crucible had 5 challenges: combat, endurance, problem-solving, leadership, and a final mystery challenge that would not be revealed until the end. First cadet to win 3 challenges would be the overall winner. Anna studied everything she could find about past Crucible competitions. She trained harder than ever. Her days became a blur of exercise, study, and practice. Pip helped however she could. The little amphibian was good with computers. She hacked into Gerst's training schedule so Anna would know when to avoid him. She gathered information about his fighting style. She found recordings of his previous wins. "He is very strong," Pip said one night. "Very fast, he has never lost a fight." "Everyone loses eventually," Anna said. "But why does it have to be you who beats him?" Anna stopped her push-ups and looked at her friend. "Because he will not stop hurting people until someone stops him. If not me, then who? If not now, then when?" Pip was quiet, then she nodded slowly. "I understand, I think maybe." Gerst was preparing too. His family sent a senior officer to the station to oversee his training. Anna saw them together sometimes. The officer was old and scarred and looked at Anna like she was an insect. "The family honor depends on this," Anna heard him tell Gerst. "Do not just beat her, break her. Make an example that other humans will never forget." Gerst nodded. His yellow eyes found Anna across the training hall. He smiled. But Anna noticed something else. There was pressure in that smile, fear hiding behind the confidence. Gerst had expected her to withdraw. Her calm preparation was making him nervous. Good, she thought, let him be nervous. 1 week before the Crucible, Anna received an anonymous message on her data pad. Just 3 sentences. "The 5th challenge will test what you fear most. Prepare accordingly. A friend." She read it 3 times, then she deleted it. That night she sat in her room and thought about fear. What did she fear most? The answer came quickly. Darkness, silence, being trapped with no way out. The mind shaft, 3 days alone, the memory she tried never to visit. Anna closed her eyes, she breathed deep, she let herself remember. The collapse had happened fast. One moment she was walking. The next, rock was falling. She ran. She found a small opening and squeezed through just as the tunnel behind her disappeared. Then silence, complete and total darkness. She could not see her hand in front of her face. She had screamed, she had cried. She had beaten her fists against the rock until they bled. Then she heard her father's voice in her memory. The last words he ever spoke to her, moments before the first cave-in took him. "Keep breathing, help will come. You are stronger than the dark." So she breathed, she counted to 4 between each breath. She waited. 3 days, 72 hours, no food. A small trickle of water she found by touch, complete darkness the whole time. When the rescue team finally broke through, they found her sitting calmly against the wall. She had not gone mad. She had not given up. She had just kept breathing. Anna opened her eyes, the memory faded. She was back in her room on Station Harmony 7. Light surrounded her, air filled her lungs. If the final challenge was about fear, she would be ready. The night before the crucible, Anna went to the observation deck. She liked to watch the stars. They reminded her how small her problems really were. She was not alone. Gerst found her there. "Tomorrow," he said, "I will destroy you. I will make you scream. I will make you beg. And when it is over, everyone will know that humans are nothing." Anna did not look at him. She kept watching the stars. "Your brother," she said quietly. "What was his name?" Gerst went still, his 4 hands clenched. "What?" "Your brother, the one who died. Did you love him?" For a long moment, Gerst said nothing. Anna could feel his rage building. But there was something else too, something old and wounded. "His name was Korst," Gerst finally said. "He was the best of us, and your kind murdered him." "I am sorry," Anna said. "I mean it. Losing family is the worst pain there is." "I do not want your sorry." "I know, but you have it anyway." Anna finally turned to face him. "Tomorrow we fight, but I want you to know something. I am not fighting because I hate you. I am fighting because pain should not be passed on. Your brother is dead. That is terrible, but hurting me will not bring him back." Gerst stared at her. His yellow eyes held emotions she could not read. "Tomorrow," he said again, "I will make you scream." "No," Anna said softly, "you will not." She walked past him and left the observation deck. Tomorrow, everything would change. The arena was packed, every seat was filled. Cadets stood in the aisles, instructors lined the walls, even off-duty officers had come to watch. Word had spread across the entire station. Everyone wanted to see the Drakari crush the human. Anna stood on her platform. She wore her training uniform. No armor, no weapons, just her. Across the arena, Gerst stood on his platform. He was twice her size. His scales gleamed under the lights. His 4 arms were crossed over his massive chest. Training Master Delos walked to the center of the arena. The crowd went silent. The Crucible Challenge begins. 5 tests, 3 wins takes victory. His compound eyes moved between the 2 competitors. First challenge, combat. The platforms lowered. Anna and Gerst faced each other on the arena floor. "Rules are simple," Delos continued. "First to 3 points wins. A point is scored by clean contact to the body. No killing, no permanent injury. Begin." Gerst attacked immediately. He was fast, faster than Anna expected. His 4 arms came at her like a storm. She ducked the first punch. She dodged the second. The third caught her shoulder and spun her sideways. The crowd cheered. Anna rolled with the hit and came back to her feet. Her shoulder throbbed. Gerst was already coming at her again. She did not try to match his strength. That would be stupid. Instead, she moved like water. She flowed around his attacks. She let his power pass by her. Gerst grew frustrated. His attacks became wild. He swung with all 4 arms at once, trying to trap her. Anna saw her opening. She stepped inside his reach and struck 3 nerve points where his scales met. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. Gerst's right arms went numb. He stumbled backward. "Point to raise," Delos announced. The crowd went quiet. Nobody expected that. Gerst shook his arms until feeling returned. His eyes burned with fury. He attacked again. This time he used his tail, a sweeping strike that caught Anna's legs and threw her to the ground. "Point to Gerst." Anna got up. Her hip was bruised. She kept going. The fight continued. Anna scored another point by redirecting Gerst's charge into a wall. She scored again by exploiting the patterns she had memorized from his training videos. He always dropped his left shoulder before a big attack. He always stepped right when he was off balance. Point to raise, point to raise. Final score 3 points to 1. Anna won. The crowd was silent. Then slowly applause started, not from everyone, but from enough. Gerst stood in the middle of the arena. His face showed no emotion, but his hands were shaking. The second challenge was endurance. Both competitors had to complete an obstacle course while the environment shifted. Hot, cold, low oxygen, high gravity. The station's systems changed conditions every few minutes. Gerst had biological advantages. His scales protected him from temperature changes. His 4 arms helped him climb faster. But humans were persistence predators. They had evolved to chase prey across entire continents. They did not stop. They did not quit. When the temperature spiked to levels that would kill most species, Anna kept moving. Her body sweated. Her internal cooling system did its job. Gerst slowed down. His cold-blooded body struggled. Anna finished the course first, only by seconds, but first was first. The third challenge was problem-solving. Simulated ship emergency, multiple systems failing at once, limited time to fix them. Gerst attacked the biggest problem first. That was how warriors thought: kill the biggest enemy. Anna thought like a miner. In a cave-in, you did not dig randomly. You found the weak points. You understood which rocks supported other rocks. You worked smart, not hard. She identified the cascade failures. She fixed the root causes. The other problems solved themselves. She finished with 3 minutes to spare. Gerst ran out of time. 3 challenges, 3 wins. Anna had already won. The crowd was not silent anymore. They were loud, confused, excited, angry. The Drakari supporters looked like they had swallowed something bad. Gerst stood alone in the center of the arena. His family's representative had left without a word. His friends would not meet his eyes. Anna walked toward him, not to gloat, just to talk. "You cheated," Gerst said. His voice was hollow. "Somehow you cheated." "No," Anna said. "I prepared. I studied you for 2 months. I learned your patterns. I trained until my body broke. Then I trained more." She paused. "You spent 2 months laughing at me. Who was really preparing?" Gerst had no answer. Training Master Delos announced the 4th challenge: leadership. Each competitor would command a team through a combat simulation. The teams were randomly assigned. Anna looked at her team, 3 cadets who had mocked her, who had bet against her, who wanted her to fail. Gerst looked at his team, 3 cadets who feared him, and Pip. Anna's heart sank, her only friend on the enemy team. But Pip caught her eye across the arena. The little amphibian gave a small nod, a promise. Whatever happened next, they would face it together. Anna studied her team: 2 tall Kelori with fragile bodies and sharp eyes, 1 massive Bruthan with thick skin and a stubborn face. All 3 refused to look at her. "You do not want to be here," Anna said. "I understand. You bet against me. You laughed with the others. Now you are stuck with the human who was supposed to lose." The Bruthan grunted. The Kelori shifted on their thin legs. "But we are a team now," Anna continued. "And I need to know what you can do. What are you good at? What are you afraid of? What do you need from a leader?" Silence, then one of the Kelori spoke. "We are good at shooting, long distance. Our eyes can see very far." "Good, you will be our marksman, high ground." Anna turned to the Bruthan. "And you?" "I am strong," he said slowly. But slow, I cannot keep up in a chase. Then you will not chase, you will hold our escape route, nothing gets past you. Anna nodded. I will take point, draw fire, create openings, we work together or we fail together, understood. The three cadets exchanged looks. Nobody had asked them these questions before. Nobody had made a plan based on their strengths. Understood, the Bruthen said. The simulation began. A holographic city appeared around them. Their mission was simple. Rescue a civilian from a hostile zone, get out alive. Anna led from the front. She moved through the streets, checking corners, spotting enemies. When she found them, she did not attack alone. She called positions. She let her Kalori take the shots. She trusted her team. They moved like water through rock, smooth, careful together. The civilian was in a building at the center of the zone. Anna reached the door first. She went inside alone. Cover me, she told her team. I will be right back. She found the civilian, a holographic alien cowering in a corner. She helped it up. She led it outside. Enemy fire erupted from 3 directions. Anna's team was ready. The Kalori picked off shooters from their high positions. The Bruthen blocked the retreat route with his massive body. Anna ran through the chaos with the civilian protected behind her. They reached the extraction point. Mission complete. Anna turned to her team. Good work, all of you. The Bruthen looked at her with something like respect. You are not what I expected, human. Across the simulation zone, Gerst's mission was falling apart. He commanded through fear. He barked orders. He charged ahead without waiting for his team. When he got pinned down by enemy fire, he expected his team to sacrifice themselves to save him. Pip had a different idea. I can disable their sensors, she said. Her voice shook but did not break. A technical trick. It will blind them for 30 seconds, enough time to escape. Gerst snarled. That is cowardice, we fight through. We will die if we fight through. Please, trust me. Gerst did not trust her. He did not trust anyone. He charged out of cover. Enemy fire cut him down in seconds. The simulation ended with a failure. Score update, Anna wins 4-0. The crowd was buzzing now. History was happening. Human was destroying a Drakari from one of the most powerful families in the coalition. Gerst stood alone in the center of the arena. His confidence was cracked. His pride was bleeding. For the first time in his life, he was losing. Training Master Delos raised his hand for silence. The 5th and final challenge will now be announced, the Void Walk. A murmur went through the crowd. Anna had heard of the Void Walk, every cadet had. It was legendary, terrifying. Competitors had to walk on the outside of the station, in space, with minimal equipment, while completing a technical repair that required steady hands. Darkness, silence, infinite emptiness, everything Anna feared most. Delos continued. This challenge can be forfeited without penalty. Cadet Reyes has already won the competition. She does not need to complete this challenge. All eyes turned to Gerst. Would he continue? The Drakari's jaw tightened. His 4 hands curled into fists. Then he spoke. I forfeit. Gasps from the crowd. The great warrior was giving up. No purpose in continuing, Gerst said. His voice was dead. She has won. Delos nodded. Then the competition is over. Cadet Reyes wins by. Wait. Anna's voice cut through the noise. Everyone turned to look at her. I will complete the 5th challenge. Pip grabbed her arm. What? Why? You already won. Because this is not about winning. Anna looked at Gerst. It was never about winning. It was about showing that fear does not control me, that I can face the darkness. She walked to the airlock that led to the station's exterior. A technician helped her into a basic spacesuit. Helmet, oxygen tank, tether line, nothing else. You have 15 minutes, Delos said. Complete the sensor repair and return. If you fail, you will be recovered, but you will have failed. Anna sealed her helmet. The inner door opened. She stepped into the airlock. The outer door opened. Space waited for her, black and endless and silent. the same darkness that had trapped her in that mine shaft 11 years ago. Anna took one breath, counted to 4. Then she stepped out into nothing. Silence, complete and total silence. Anna floated in the void. Her tether stretched behind her like a lifeline. The station hung above her head, a metal island in an ocean of black. Every instinct screamed at her to go back. To run, to hide, this was wrong. Humans were not made for this. They were made for ground beneath their feet, and air in their lungs and light in their eyes. But Anna had been in darkness before. She had survived it once. She would survive it again. She breathed, counted to 4, moved forward. The sensor array was 50 meters away. She pulled herself along the station's hull, hand over hand. Her fingers found grip points. Her body stayed low. She did not look down into the endless black below her. 30 meters, 20, 10. She reached the sensor. The repair panel was damaged, a small crack in the casing, easy to fix with steady hands. Her hands were not steady. They shook, old fear rising up from somewhere deep inside her. She heard her father's voice again, the same memory that saved her in the mine. Keep breathing, help will come. You are stronger than the dark. Anna breathed, her hands steadied. She opened the panel. The repair was delicate, tiny wires that had to be reconnected in the right order. One wrong move and she would fail. She worked slowly, carefully. Her oxygen counter beeped, 3 minutes of air remaining. 2 wires left, 1 minute of air. She connected the first wire. The sensor hummed 30 seconds. She connected the second wire. The panel lit up green, repair complete. Anna pushed off from the hull and swam through space toward the airlock. Her lungs burned. Her vision darkened at the edges. 15 seconds, 10. She reached the airlock. Her hand slapped the emergency open button. The door cycled. Air flooded in. Anna collapsed on the floor of the airlock, gasping. Alive. The inner door opened. Light poured in. She heard cheering, distant at first, then louder. She pulled off her helmet. Her face was wet. Tears she had not noticed crying, but she was smiling. She had faced the darkness, and she had won. The arena erupted as Anna stepped back inside. Cadets were on their feet. Even some of the instructors were clapping. Pip ran through the crowd and threw her arms around Anna's waist. "You did it," the little amphibian whispered. "You really did it." "We did it," Anna said. "I could not have done any of this without you." Gerst pushed through the crowd. His face was unreadable. The arena went quiet. He stopped in front of Anna, 2 feet away, close enough to touch. "Why?" he demanded. "You had already won. Why do that to yourself?" Anna met his yellow eyes. "Because fear should not win, not yours, not mine. Pain should not be passed on." She extended her hand. "Your brother coursed. I am truly sorry you lost him. No one should lose family." Gerst stared at her hand. A human hand, small, soft, no claws, no scales, nothing special. The moment stretched. The whole arena held its breath. Gerst did not take her hand. The hatred was too old, the wound too deep. But he did not attack either. Something in him had cracked, something small, but something. He turned and walked away without another word. Training Master Delos approached Anna. His compound eyes studied her with an expression she could not read. "Do you know why humans were admitted to the Coalition Academy?" he asked. Anna shook her head. "Because you needed soldiers." "No, because every species in the galaxy has something to teach. The Drakari teach strength, the Kalori teach patience, the Malorians teach adaptation." He paused. "Humans teach something different. You teach us that true strength is not about power. It is about what you do when you are afraid." 6 months passed, things changed. Anna was now a squad leader. Her unit had the highest performance ratings in Wing 14. The cadets who had mocked her now followed her orders without question. Pip had applied for officer training. When Anna asked why, she said, "You showed me that courage can be learned. I want to learn." Gerst was transferred to a different division. Anna saw him sometimes in the corridors. He did not speak to her, but he did not bully anyone else either. The hate was still there, but it had gone quiet. One morning, a new transport shuttle arrived at the station. Anna watched from the observation deck as fresh cadets walked into the receiving bay. One of them was human, a nervous kid with wide eyes and shaking hands. A group of alien cadets were already circling him, pointing, laughing, the same game Gerst had played with Anna. Anna walked down to the receiving bay. She pushed through the crowd until she stood next to the new human. "This one is with me," she said. The aliens looked at her. They knew who she was. Everyone knew the human who beat a Drakari. They backed away without a word. The new cadet stared at Anna with something like wonder. "How did you do that?" Anna smiled. "Showed up, did not quit. That is what humans do." She led him toward the barracks. Behind them, the stars wheeled slowly past the windows, ancient, patient, waiting to see what humanity would become next. Anna did not know what the future held, but she knew one thing for certain. Humans were not prey. Humans were not weak. Humans were not accidents of evolution. Humans were survivors, and the galaxy was just beginning to understand what that meant.